Welcome to session 5. This is stage 5, which is the 5th C, confirm, which is chapter 8. So you can see in the background I have my backpack, and here's my map getting all ready to go on my backpack trip. But like before, I'm dressed ready to go. So anyway, I won't be available for the next week, but go ahead and watch the video, save up your questions, and I'll be back on Sunday night. Feel free to text me, call me, email me, whatever. So this chapter is about measuring. It is important to get a baseline measurement. You won't know if you improved if you don't know where you started. Last year, at this time, I was about 63 pounds heavier. I know that because I measured my starting weight and my weight along the way. On my backpack trip, I'll be measuring my progress by miles and planned campsites. So there's 7 steps in the confirm stage. Step 1 is responsibility. You have to agree who will own and manage the measurement process. The client, the customer, external verifier, stakeholders, and yourself all have valid reasons for owning the measurement process, but all might have hidden agendas as well. Number 2 is climb the ladder. Decide where on the change ladder the measurement should take place. This is the same change ladder we used in chapter 4. It makes sense to use this tool in the confirm stage because it will demonstrate if the change has been successful across all 5 levels on the ladder. The third is let me see if I can say this right, cockpit confirmation. You set the endpoint in terms of cognitive, affective, and behavioral criteria. The textbook uses an aircraft navigation as an analogy. I happen to be a private pilot and an engineer who has worked around aircraft my whole career. This analogy resonates with me. The bottom line is the closer you get to the end of the project, the more accurate you need to be. Just like if you're landing on a runway, the closer you are to the runway, the more accurate you have to be with the runway. So the 3 dimensions can be described as the heart, the head, and the hands. Textbook goes into a lot of detail on those. Be sure and read that. Number 4 is monitor the mood. Monitor the mood. This is where you expand on the heart component of the cockpit to understand emotional processes that can be observed in people, teams, and organizations. The textbook mentions Daniel Goleman. My wife and I got to meet him at Andrews where he was a keynote speaker. In his book, Emotional Intelligence, he talks about the inner rudder, the ability to make intuitive decisions based on subjective hunches or gut feelings. This is important, but emotions can also impact the client negatively or positively. The consultant's role is to help the client to momentarily step outside himself or herself and analyze the emotions from a more objective perspective. One method is with an EMAP, or an emotional map. The 5th step is quantitative, qualitative mix. So you want to ensure a rich mix of soft and hard measures. Qualitative research methods are sometimes criticized for lack of rigor. But this is often because the critics have attempted to judge the rigor of qualitative studies using rules developed to judge quantitative studies. Quantitative measurement is an objective and structured process in which numerical data is used to obtain information about the success of the engagement. No matter what measurement framework is used to assist the process, all data will tend to lie between the 2 camps of quantitative and qualitative. The 6th is measure thrice, cut once. You have to understand the impact of timing of the change on the perception of the outcome and your final value. The measured success of a project is often linked more to timing of the assessment than to the delivered benefit. The idea of measuring multiple times in multiple ways gives you a more accurate picture of the overall change. Number 7 is confirm the cost. Analyze the impact of cost on the different measurement processes and the types of costs found in the confirmed stage. Measurement systems cost to design, deploy, and deliver. It is important that the cost of the measurement does not outweigh the benefits. So this has been a summary of the 5th C, confirm. Be sure to read Chapter 8 in the textbook. Post your answer to the discussion forum and comment on other students' posts. We will not have phone calls on August 4 or August 11. I'll be backpacking with no phone coverage the first week, and I'll be on an airplane returning to Maryland the second week. So our next phone calls will be August 18. So that's a summary. I'm not going to make the next lecture until after I get back, so you probably won't see that until Wednesday, probably August 19th. So have a good week. I think you're all off and running to a good start, and we'll talk to you again on August 18 for our phone calls.